Hello, this is Glenn Walford on behalf of Andrew and Daryl Grant, and today we had another fantastic Our Internet Secrets teleconference call. This time it was with the amazing Brett Thompson, copyright extraordinaire. G'day, Brett.
Hey, g'day, Glenn. How you going?
Good, mate. Good, mate. Thanks for the call today, mate. It was fantastic. We had a whole bunch of people on, and there was a heap of questions for you, weren't there?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and yeah, it was great. We got, you asked some fantastic questions, and it brought out a lot of good stuff, which I didn't expect to reveal on the call. So
Sorry, mate. I sucked it all out of you. Mate,
yeah.
So the topic of today's question was how to come up with killer converting headlines, and as we know, headlines and conversions is what we're all about. When people get to the web page, it's fantastic to drive traffic to your web page, but we actually need to make sure that when people get to that web page, they actually convert and they buy the things that we want them to buy and do the things we want them to do. So, in summary of today's conference there, just for people who aren't members of Our Internet Secrets, let's just go into some quick key points from, mate. We first of all spoke about the importance of headlines to your sales, didn't we? So what was the main thing? Why are headlines so important to making a sale?
Well, I think you just touched on it nicely, where you can have the best product in the world, you can have the most traffic out there, but if your copy is weak and if your headline doesn't grab their attention and pull them in, then nothing will get read and someone will outsell you every time. And you could lose a lot of money, because a lot of people pay so much money on traffic. I know there's free ways to get traffic, but but coming up with a headline is absolutely critical. Because
so what are the specifics to what makes a really good headline that we talked about today? I know we talked on it for ages, but what actually makes a good headline?
Mate, I'd say the shock element. It's like trying to grab their attention. Okay, no ho-hum, plain, vanilla, boring. So controversy, curiosity, intrigue, and big benefits, and proof. They're the kind of key elements. Because you can make a massive big claim, but if it's not proven, and ways to prove it is statistics or even a personal story, that adds proof. So to wrap it up, mate, I'd say curiosity, intrigue, controversy, story, and proof.
And you talk a lot. I know I've heard you speak a lot before, but we talked quite a bit today as well about coming up with that big idea, the big idea that's going to be the key to make that product sell once it's on the page.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's where the money is.
That's where the money is.
That's, like I said, I believe everyone's just one big idea away from the $1 million payday, and it's all about that point of difference. And look, you can have the same product as the rest of your market, or it can even be a little bit inferior, but if you come up with that compelling big idea that pulls people into it, you can overtake your competition and blast them through the water. It's all comes down to that big idea, and the headline is just how to communicate that big idea in the shortest amount of words with the biggest amount of punch, and an emotional punch, which is probably another key thing.
Cool. And the main thing, let's wrap it up, the main thing we talked about was as well, and we spent a lot of time on them. We had a whole heap of questions from people trying to make sure that they could figure out the way to do this for themselves, because you're an expensive man to buy time from, aren't you? The processes for coming up with killer headlines. We talked about some processes to actually come up with some killer headlines yourself. Can you just quickly run through some of the things we talked about there?
Yeah, I'll wrap it up really quick. Be disciplined to write 100 headlines, okay? So, and each headline, they don't have to be all different angles and twists, but just try and get to that magic 100 mark, and try different angles, different twists and hooks and themes, but try and get that 100, because what they'll give you is they'll not only give you they'll open up the creativeness in your mind and that, but it'll also give you a great resource for email subject lines, for subheads for your sales letter, for content for your email campaigns, and content for your sales letter. So it doesn't go to waste. It becomes a great resource for your for a lot of content, so blogs, the whole lot.
Fantastic. And that was one of the big things I thought that came out of today, and a lot of learning from everyone on the call was that, first of all, it might sound daunting, come up with 100 headlines for the one product you're selling, but then you can use all those headlines to create all the other promotional marketing material you need for the full sales letter, all your email funnels, and everything else you need to actually get that product really humming in the marketplace, mate. And I really appreciate it. That was a fantastic call, and I know everyone, with the amount of questions we got afterwards, everyone got a whole heap out of it. So, mate, you are one of the gurus in copywriting Australia, mate, and we really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us on Our Internet Secrets.
Oh, pleasure, mate. Thanks for making it so easy.
No problem, mate. See you soon.
See you, buddy. Bye.
Bye-bye.